What if the title of this video was real? What if I really could give you your worst nightmare of your life just from you watching a silly YouTube video? Would you still watch it out of curiosity? What if I also told you that from watching this video, you might be one of those unfortunate few who get the worst nightmare of your life every single time you try to sleep? Are you still curious? If you're one of the lucky people who haven't had an episode of sleep paralysis, imagine this. You wake in the middle of the night, unable to move, unable to speak or call for help. There is a heavy weight on your chest pushing you into the bed. You're terrified as soon as you open your eyes and you don't know why. That is, until you scan the room and notice a huge black shadow of a man staring at you from the corner. All you can do is lie there, petrified with fear, as the large, demonic man slowly walks closer and closer. So, Gavin, you've had sleep paralysis before.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I don't know. To be honest, probably like 10 the first time.
So you were a child?
Maybe like 12.
Was there any sort of special circumstances at the time? Like, were you super stressed out or sick? Or were you having a bad time sleeping?
I think I was just taking a nap.
You know? It was a nap?
Yeah, it was a nap. I don't think it was... I don't think anything else was going on. I think it was just my nap after school. Like I think
on
I
the couch?
ate a snack. No, I was in my room. I was like facing the wall really close.
So, did you just get the feeling? Or was it seeing things? Because some people, I think most people when they get it, might not see things, but they'll get the feeling.
I saw a little bit, but not a whole lot.
So you woke up?
Yeah.
And your eyes were awake, but you could not move?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
I remember seeing like a woman peering at me from under the bed.
From under the bed?
And then I like was freaking the fuck out. So,
God.
Like, I think that I had flipped over or something, because I remember seeing like, you know, at like the side of the bed, it was like a weird looking woman peering at me from under it, yeah. Like some of her head was exposed.
Oh my God. Was she saying anything?
Nah, just staring at me.
And you couldn't move and you just had to look at her?
Yeah, and then I was freaking out, and I did wake up pretty soon.
And wake up as in you could finally move again?
Yeah.
And then it was gone?
Yeah, and then I was fine. And then I think that I had known about sleep paralysis already, so I was just like, okay, I've experienced that now.
Damn, dude, you're pretty brave. So when else does it happen?
I can't, like, remember the specifics of other circumstances. This happened, like, a couple of times. Like, I don't know. I can't give a number to it, but it happens, like, every so often.
Really? And do you see things every time?
Not necessarily. It's just an eerie feeling a lot of the time, and you're just, like, there, you know? And you're just like, alright, now you need to fucking wake up. And then you wake up, you know? Like, you're frozen, but if you really fucking try, you just, like...
You gotta really try to move.
Yeah, you just gotta, like... And then, like, you start to, like, twitch, and then you just, like, fucking wake up, you know?
Do you feel the pressure on your chest?
I think it's more just, like, a fucking pressure around me. Like, I don't...
Oh, really?
It's not, like, that I can't breathe, but it's more, like... It's an eerie presence, you know? It just feels, like sinister, almost, you know? You're just like, this is fucking weird, I can't move, you know?
People say it's genetic.
Well, Dad
had sleep paralysis?
Dad had sleep paralysis, yeah. That's how he told me how to get out of it, you know? He said you just gotta fucking, like, really try to... So then I took that, I always did that, you know? You just gotta, like, fucking... And then you wake up. So
just go Super Saiyan?
Yeah, you just gotta freak out, and then you fucking get up, you know? I think the first time I actually yelled when I was waking up. Now that I think about it.
Really?
Like I think that I was, like, trying to yell, and then I started, like, talking and woke up.
See, so when I had sleep paralysis, I've only had it once. When I had it, I could talk.
You could talk.
I could talk.
But you were just fucking... Yeah, no, I don't think I could.
Yeah.
Until I was waking up, you know?
Oh,
so.
I think actually I couldn't for, like, half of it, and then I got words out. Okay,
Yeah.
So this is what happened to me. It only happened once. I was, like 7, 8, or 9. I remember it vividly because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was until only like a few years ago. I might just be fucking slow, but I didn't know what happened until like a few years ago. So I'm laying on the couch, and I was sick, and Taylor was sick too. So we were staying home from school. I think you were probably at school or daycare or something. But it was Taylor's turn to play, and so I was laying on the couch. You know, like when you're a kid, you could like lay back on the couch, and you're kind of just like there.
Yeah.
And I ended up taking a nap because it was Taylor's turn. And I wake up, and I can't move, and I've got a huge pressure on my chest. And for some reason, in my little kid mind, I thought the TV was on top of me because like my whole view was just me and the TV.
Yeah.
And I couldn't talk, and eventually I say to Taylor, I'm able to get out, like, turn off the TV, turn off the TV. Like, somehow turning off the TV was going to stop the sleep paralysis because I can't move.
Poor little guy.
And Taylor's, like, freaking out. She's like, what? And she turns off the TV. And then when she turns off the TV, I think it was better. Like, somehow it was maybe a coincidence, but it was better. But during that episode, before it got better, I had, because the couch was here, and then over to the side was the screen door to the backyard.
Yeah.
And I had looked over to the screen door, and I had seen a giant black shadow man staring in through the screen door. Like it was one of like those stereotypical hat mans, but he was staring through the screen door at us, and I tell Taylor this, and then she calls Dad, and Dad comes home, and then Dad stands outside at the screen door, right?
Yeah.
Just so like, was it like this, Gage? Was it like this? And I'm like, yeah, but he was taller than you. So, for context, our dad he's very big. There's no chance another dude was taller than him standing there.
Shaq is just fucking
And so at that point, Dad was like, there was not a dude here. That didn't happen. Yeah, that just did not happen. Yeah, and so it freaked me the fuck out, though. And I didn't know what it was until recently, and I was like, holy shit, that was just sleep paralysis.
Yeah. It's a good connection to make.
But I totally got the feeling of pressure on my chest where you're stuck into the bed or the couch.
Yeah.
But did you know that some people get sleep paralysis like literally every time they sleep?
Yeah, I did know that. That's awful, dude.
That's so awful, dude.
That would suck.
They never get a restful night's sleep.
Literally, they fucking imagine sleeping just like with the anxiety of knowing you're gonna wake up imprisoned and sleep. Like, that's pretty scary.
That's very scary. And they see crazy shit and like since they were a child.
Yeah, dude, the nightmares.
And there's a theory that alien abduction stories are just sleep paralysis.
Yeah, wasn't there like a documentary or something on that? I feel like I remember watching something.
So there is a documentary, and that's why I came up with the idea for this video. It's called Nightmare. And it's all about sleep paralysis. But it's about people who have it every day.
Yeah, dude, I think I saw that too. Dude, I remembered another time I had sleep paralysis.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember this as specifically what I saw, but I remember seeing something and being stuck, and it was in bed with Ashley.
Really?
And so, like, I was trying to move, and I just, like, started, like, saying things, you know? But, like, I could, like, not really say anything, so I was just, like, making noise. Ashley's like, what's going on? I'm just like, oh, I was having sleep paralysis when they woke me up.
Does Ashley have it?
I think they've had it before, but I don't think that they've had in, like, a long time.
So I looked it up, and it's, like, apparently, according to the internet, like, over 50% of people don't ever get sleep paralysis.
Really?
Yeah.
Ever?
Ever.
Damn.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe they just don't recognize it, and so they don't tell the interviewer or the surveyor, you know?
Yeah. Maybe they just, like, didn't even notice somehow or something.
Yeah. There was one other thing I wanted to bring up.
Now, what if Shadow Man is just God? He's
I
just
mean,
checking in.
If you watch that documentary, like, the people who get it every single day, they genuinely think, some of them, that it's like a supernatural occurrence. Because they'll there was this one story of this dude, okay? He's at a slumber party with, like, all of his bros and, like, his girls.
Yeah.
Just to get with people. He's at a slumber party. And, it's not just bros cuddling, but he's laying next to this girl, okay? And, nothing wrong with bros cuddling, though. But, He's sleeping next to this girl, and he has this sleep paralysis thing where there's this giant shadow man with red eyes standing over him saying, "You're gonna die, you're gonna die." I'm like, oh my god. Like with scary teeth, like, "You're gonna die. You know who I am? You're gonna die." Like, fucking fuck that. And then he gets knocked out of his sleep paralysis because the lady who's sleeping to next to him screams and wakes up. And she says she had a dream that there was a black cat on top of her staring at him with red eyes.
Fuck, dude.
So the red eyes were the same staring at him. So yeah. What do you think about that? You think it's a crazy coincidence?
I think it is. Because I'm generally inclined not to believe in stuff like that. But that is a crazy coincidence.
It is, right? Because the cat had red eyes, and she said it was sitting on her, but it was looking at him.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you also part of it is everyone knows that he has sleep paralysis every night. And so when you're sleeping next to him, you're probably creeped out.
Yeah, probably thinking about it a lot.
But it's still fucking creepy.
Man, that's like a fucking curse, dude. Sleep paralysis
It is a real curse, and it's something that, like, makes your life miserable. You can't have a peaceful night's sleep. Well, I think these people will, like, have one night out of a month where they don't have it.
Dude.
This dude said that he discovered as a kid that if he put a TV on while he was sleeping, it went away. And so eventually one TV didn't work, so he put 2 TVs and slept. And then he put 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then like half of his room was full of TVs playing before he realized he was just making it worse. Because it was so powerful at this point because it like could overpower the sounds of the TVs.
Oh no.
So
it's just chatted now.
Yes, he was like building up an immunity to stopping it. So what do you think it says about people that all over the world, they get it and they see it differently, but at the same time, it's the same thing.
It's dreadful. I don't know, that tells me it's biological, right?
Could be, yeah.
Like, I'm sure it's also psychological, but that tells me that at least to a large degree it is biological, right? Because if it was entirely a psychologically induced thing, it probably wouldn't be seen in so many cultures, right?
So why do you think, I got another good question. Why do you think, so sleep paralysis is something that your brain does to you when you're trying to sleep. It's like, we don't actually know what really causes it. Nobody really knows. It's might be caused by stress, or it's like inflamed with stress, or bad sleeping habits, or caffeine even.
Yeah.
But we don't know what causes it, fundamentally. So, why do you think people don't have a good experience with sleep paralysis? Like, why is it always terrifying? Because you wake up and you're immediately terrified.
I think, if anything, it's because you're trapped. And you spend, like, your entire existence doing things. Like, you don't even know you're doing things, and you're constantly doing things, right? You're always, like, moving. Mm. Unless you're, like, meditating. That probably, I would think, has a part to do with it, because, like, you're just stuck. You're uncomfortable because you're never stuck like that, you know?
So do you think, hypothetically, if someone who's completely paralyzed had sleep paralysis, they wouldn't be immediately terrified?
Dude,
that they
I don't
can't
even
move?
think they'd fucking know.
You don't think so?
Well, how paralyzed? Are we talking the kind of poor motherfuckers that are, like, completely paralyzed, can't even speak?
No, they could... I don't know.
Because if it's that paralyzed, I don't think they have a fucking clue.
But then again, you don't think they would hallucinate with it?
That's a good point. I guess they probably would hallucinate, huh?
And so if they're...
fucking worse.
Yeah. Well, everything's worse for those poor people.
I suppose, yeah.
But I'm just curious why it has to be so terrifying.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
there's something about it that's inherently scary.
Inherently scary, yeah, because every civilization sees it, or every culture sees it as such.
And another thing is why we titled the video the way it is because people say that if you don't know what sleep paralysis is and you hear about it, that can trigger sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
So us telling you this will make you have sleep paralysis tonight.
Yeah.
Also, if you're dreading sleep paralysis, so the poor people who have it every night, they go to bed dreading it.
It's a cycle?
It's a cycle.
Damn. That's tough.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't imagine. Man, the theory that it's fucking... That's what people think that... abductions are, that's honestly seems like good explanation for it.
Yeah.
That and the CIA poisoning them with acid or other hallucinogens. Quick DMT.
Wikipedia calls out Americans specifically on this because if you look up sleep paralysis because it says a bunch of countries and what they like refer to it as, you know?
Yeah.
Under United States it says often associated with alien abductions.
Americans are like, nah, definitely was aliens.
Yeah.
I'm special, they wanted me. They actually bred me.